Folks, welcome on in. It is Wednesday. We are live here in Hamburg at the Bruckman Studios as we get on the road to the Cellino Truck Wrap Finals. And there's no way to do that without a Truck Wrap Top 8 live stream brought to you by Cellino Plumbing, HVAC, and Electric. I'm Maniac from Trainwreck Sports. We've got the whole crew here in the Bruckman Studios, and I'm lucky to be joined by a couple of extra panelists as well who are extra excited for today. We got Luke Cellino from Cellino Plumbing, HVAC, and Electric. And, of course, we got Kim LaRussa from Sweet Buffalo. Folks, it's a sweet day here today in Hamburg.
Sure is.
Certainly excited.
There's a bustling in the air, and I'm not just talking about the teams who are getting ready to compete downtown. We have some teams and some organizations who are seriously making some noise in this year's Truck Wrap, Luke.
Yeah, no, every year it gets bigger and bigger. We're in year 9 of the Truck Wrap, and certainly the guests will get to meet them here soon.
And Kim, someone say there's no one more familiar with the Truck Wrap in the process than Sweet Buffalo and yourself. So what have you seen from competitors this year so far, and what makes maybe this year a little extra special?
Well, I think this year is extra special because there's a lot of Truck Wrap winners that are back this year trying to get another spot. So that's really cool to see. And a lot of animal rescues too.
If you're just catching up with us for the first time, let me get you up to speed. Cellino Plumbing, HVAC, Electric wants to get involved in the community. So we bring in and invite all not-for-profits in Erie County, making sure that's correct? Okay, yeah. Erie, Niagara County, to come and compete. Top 64 got voted on to CellinoPlumbing.com, and you've been voting them now to their top 8. So first out, huge shout out to you for supporting your community, your favorite not-for-profit, because they wouldn't be here today without your support. So give yourselves a round of applause there. But with that said, Luke, there's a lot to get into this year, and it's not just the process of getting that custom truck.
Yeah, so the truck itself is pretty cool. So and that's where it's a little unique. We say Truck Wrap Contest. Most people don't know what that is.
Like, am I about to drop some lyrics? What the hell's happening?
Yeah. So WRAP,
yes.
VSP, they graciously donate this wrap. Usually a truck wrap costs about $5,000. But we take a truck that's not wrapped yet. We always buy one right before. We bring in whoever wins the Truck Wrap Contest. We'll bring them into VSP. Get a lot of their designs, what they want to figure, what really represents their brand well. Certainly we keep our logo, but we'll use their colors. Every year we've had a different colored truck somehow. So
I mean, Bear almost wound up in the biggest tutu we've ever seen last year with our friends at Danceability. So it was awesome to see VSP and us put together that truck wrap. Kim, it's all about staying true to that brand, and the truck wrap and that process really allows you to do that.
Absolutely. I mean, there is a pink Sweet Buffalo Rocks truck. That is one of my favorite, of course. And you actually saw it running around town the other day. You sent me a picture.
Right at the gas station.
Yeah, it's so cool.
So obviously we will have one grand prize winner from this final group of these very elite, can't say the next word, group of, competitors, but they're all winners. Thank you very much for rallying behind your cause, behind your not-for-profits. $25 from every paid tune-up from Cellino Plumbing, HVAC, and Electric all year long. Luke, those numbers can really add up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's every year our HVAC department's growing. The more service techs we have, the more customers we take in, and we have a maintenance department where every day they do tune-up. So usually they could run 4 or 5 a day per maintenance tech. We're hoping to get up to about 5 or 6 full-time maintenance techs, and again, that certainly contributes to that dollar amount.
Now, I think it speaks to Kim and your relationship that she's here on this panel with us, the relationship you two have had since she won and Sweet Buffalo won the truck wrap. What have been your relationships with a couple of the other winners? What have been maybe some of those experiences like?
So, the first year we did this, I didn't know what to expect. I was trying to find a nonprofit to work with. We had a blank truck. I was talking to Trace, owner of VSP, and kind of came together and quickly learned just how many 501c3 nonprofits there are. And I just think that the dollars go really far with them. They stretch it. They really, really fight for their cause, and they're really well connected. And there's just a lot of different causes out there that you wouldn't expect. I don't know if I answered your question. What was your question?
Listen, it's just about the overall body of work. And Kim, speak to me about that a little bit more, because obviously as a winner of the competition, this attention and this kind of drive behind the organization can really springboard what some of these not-for-profits will be able to do.
Absolutely. I mean, some of these nonprofits are larger, some are smaller, just like Sweet Buffalo Rocks was. So, Cellino Plumbing sending a check every single month allowed us to do so much for the kids. And I know it's so appreciated by these nonprofits. It's not easy to raise funds. It's very hard. It's very tiring. So to have that commitment from you to send a check every month to help these causes has been really amazing to see.
Yeah, no, and it's a lot of these nonprofits that have one, or even ones that have competed in. I've joined a board for one of them. but we stay connected, support a lot of what
Mm-hmm.
they have going on, and it's nice to see them grow and give them this little boost of not only just the money, but the marketing, the branding of their nonprofit, and get the word out. So it's always nice to track and see them grow too.
Absolutely. And believe me, the growth will be beyond comprehension for one of these 8 nonprofits as they compete for the Cellino Truck Wrap 2026 competition. Real quick, Kim, take me back into the competing process, because I don't think anyone is nervous back there. We've talked to them before the show. They're very excited and they're passionate to be here. They're seeing the support. They're loving it from their community. But sometimes there's a lot of unrecognized work within these nonprofits. So talk to me about that grind, especially when you're in a competition like this.
Yeah, so they're busy, helping, doing their organization work, and then they have to get these votes. And it's not as easy as you would think. Like, if you want to win this contest, you really have to rally. You have to send out email blasts. Some people send out paperwork and mail it out. You have to bother your family, your friends. So they're working hard for these votes for sure.
The only thing a little bit more leaning on the friends and family than will you vote in this poll is will you come on the podcast? So we absolutely know that grind. Huge shout out to Luke for joining us in studio today. I know you got a lot to do. I know we're fielding more electric calls than ever. We're building the team out at CellinoPlumbing.com. And obviously we're looking forward to getting this truck wrap ready for more organization. Any sign-ups or shout outs before we send you on your way?
Shout out to all the other 501c3s that aren't here, not competing. I know you guys put in a lot to community, and it is not only really thankful. Not only am I very thankful, I know a lot of the community is. So
we had 64 non-profits into the 2026 Cellino Truck Wrap competition. Hundreds of entries, obviously. And they saw great support and some first-timers in that field. So looking forward to seeing those first-timers back next year, and maybe even on a longer run could end up on this show next year. So huge shout out for Thomas. Thanks for bringing the show to us, buddy.
Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Well, listen, we will send Luke on his way. We are going to do a little bit of a changeover on the production side of things as we get ready for our first guest, Against All Odds Animal Rescue. Kim, now I know that we didn't have the truck wrap live stream when you won, but you got to be a little nervous coming back here. They're going to be presenting their organization in front of hundreds to potentially thousands of people they may not have known.
Absolutely. It is a little nervous to, say what you're up to in your mission and reach out to the community and ask for votes. But hey, at the end of the day, it's for a good cause, and you got to do what you got to do to win.
Seriously. So, folks, again, make sure you're always checking out CellinoPlumbing.com to hop on and see how you can get involved with their community initiatives and much more. With that said, are we ready for our first crew? All right. I believe we have Eileen and Nicole from Against All Odds Animal Rescue. I'm not going to go full Bob Barker, but come on down and welcome to the Cellino Truck Wrap 8, the top 8 live stream. I got a little bungled there, but let's face it. I saw that cutie. Saw the cutie when she came into the studio. Tell us a little bit about who you got here and what we're doing over at Against All Odds.
Yeah, this is Panda. Panda's about 3 months old. She came to us as one of 3 siblings. The other 2 siblings actually went to a different rescue, but we were able to get her. Against All Odds really stepped up. She was unfortunately found in a box and left for.
How can something devastate you emotionally, but also be insanely cute at the same time? That was me when I heard that Panda was literally found in a box.
Yeah, I seen her face. I looked at Eileen. I was like, we got to take her. I was like, there's no way that we can't say no to her. So thankfully to Eileen and Matt over Against All Odds, we were able to take her in.
Yeah.
Listen, Panda loves it. 3 months old?
3 months.
Oh my gosh, Panda absolutely docile. Loving to have Panda here, Kim. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about the overall mission and everything going on at Against All Odds with a Z, folks. Don't forget the Z.
Yeah, sure. So at Against All Odds Animal Alliance, we are more than just a rescue. We are a legal-based advocacy center, and we're also a sanctuary. What that means is we take on the fight for animals in a very holistic approach. We take the ones that nobody else will. We take the animals that have no other avenues besides coming to us. We do medical rehabilitation and behavioral rehabilitation on our sanctuary property. We have 50 acres out in Darien Center, New York, so we can give these animals a place to decompress and heal emotionally and physically until they're able to find their home. If they're not able to be adopted for whatever reason, we provide a humane alternative to euthanasia for them, where they can live out their life on our sanctuary property. I mentioned we also have a legal-based advocacy center. So we have attorneys and paralegals who fight in the courtrooms on behalf of animals. We envision a world where the systems don't fail animals, where animals are, where they can seek justice and where they can live in a world with love and peace. So that's what we do. We fight to change the laws to make them better for animals and protect animals.
And a lot of the animals that come to you, they're the dogs that we see. They're the dogs that unfortunately may have a bite record or may have not be good with children or other animals. It's like it's their last chance to hang out at your sanctuary. And hang out, I mean live, right?
Sure. Yeah. We have about a dozen volunteers and staff members who come every single day. Can we shout out the
volunteers and staff members behind all these nonprofits? Let's face it, when they're stretching $1 all the way down to the next county, is these volunteers and obviously these communities behind them. So shout out again, folks. Let's make sure, if you're watching, get onto Against All Odds pages, start making some noise and supporting this amazing organization.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to cut us off there. I get a little excited. I get a little carried away. I know.
That's wonderful.
But talk to me maybe about like some experiences that we've had recently. What because every so often, right? I would assume you have these experiences where you're like, this is exactly why we do this. Like this dog, maybe this owner, maybe this relationship that you're able to find with a forever home, anything like that. Like, what's maybe something that stuck out recently for you?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing that's happening at Against All Odds right now is that we have filed a lawsuit against the Rochester Police Department for failure to enforce animal welfare laws under New York State ag and markets laws. There have been a number of instances in Rochester where animal abuse and neglect has been going unresolved. People aren't being held accountable for the actions that are taken. And so our team filed this lawsuit to just simply get the police department to start enforcing the laws that they're obligated to enforce. We are trying to work with them to create an anti-animal cruelty task force within the police department so that there are people who are trained and specialized within the police department to specifically target these types of cases. And with, as I mentioned, our rescue is trained to take some of these harder cases of animals, ones that need extra love and care and attention. And so we're more than willing and happy to work with municipalities to make sure that their town, their city is a safe place for animals.
That's the thing that always sticks out to me, is that there's so many battles going behind just the top layer of these organizations, and especially obviously what Against All Odds is doing. So appreciate you looking out for the poochies and battling for policies. I don't think dogs are too good at retaining legal counsel, Kim. So we appreciate you battling on their behalf. For sure. But let's face it. So I know you've had a great experience so far in the truck. I mean, we're obviously in the top 8. What have you seen from your community, and what have you seen from those core supporters?
We've seen such an outpour of love. Actually, today is Eileen's birthday today. So
come on,
it's his birthday. It's his birthday.
You're making, reservations at TGI Fridays. Eileen's in here battling for the dogs.
So we've seen an outpour of that. Just sole fact of people come to us and be like, hey, like, we need help with the dog, but hey, we're gonna still support you. Hey, we're voting for you. Hey, we're sharing this. We're sharing the dogs. We're doing the best we can, and that's all we ask for, honestly.
Yeah, and there really is something for everyone to do. Obviously, I mean, we're a very small nonprofit, so we rely heavily on donations. But if somebody can't donate, sharing our stuff on social media is huge.
Massive. Because then you're operating 24/7. Even if you're not doing something that exact moment, social media is always working. So with that said, with Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and more watching us right now, where can people follow and get involved with Against All Odds?
Sure. They can come to our website, Against All Odds with a Z, AA.org. They can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on TikTok.
Yeah. We're making a comeback on TikTok.
All right. It's always a battle on TikTok, and we know that more than most.
Yes. Can you adopt Panda?
Yes, Panda is still up for adoption. Yeah. We don't know how she's still up for adoption, but 3 months old. She is listed on our Pet Finder site right now. All you have to do is apply to adopt.
We've got bright lights. We've got studio equipment all over. We've got a ton of people here in the studio, and Panda could not care less, just having a great docile time here with us on the Cellino Truck Wrap Top 8 live stream. Folks, thank you very much for stopping by. I am going to shoot it back to our Cellino Plumbing and HVAC VIP Lounge. Slick, back to you.
It's Maniac. I'm here with Sally from the 10 Lives Club, and we have a very special guest in Sprout. Sally, are you excited for the live stream?
Oh, we are very excited to be here right now.
Now, I know it's not your first time. You guys have won this thing before, so going in with a little confidence, I'm sure.
Yes, we're very excited to be back. We won it in 2022 with Buddy's Second Chance Rescue, and that was amazing. The monies raised from that was amazing. So we're super excited to be back and in the competition.
Anything you'd like to say to your competitors here while they're in the room, these beautiful people?
I would say, I guess, good luck, but we're with you guys. Everyone in here, whether it's a cat rescue, dog rescue, or a place that helps kids with cancer, everyone's trying their best and doing their best. So may the best win.
Why is the truck wrap contest so important to you and 10 Lives Club?
Yeah, so monies constantly for a nonprofit are so important. So everything that we can get allows us to keep going and be operational every single day to save kittens like this little guy here.
All right, well, thank you. Good luck, and be on your way into the green. Thank you, Sally and 10 Lives Club. Maniac and Kim, back to you.
Folks, welcome back on Trainwreck Sports, Herd of Buffalo, and more. We are still live here in Hamburg for the Cellino Plumbing, HVAC, and Electric Top 8 Truck Wrap live stream, and we're here with a person who's no stranger to our community initiatives, making it happen for our furry friends, Sally from 10 Lives Club. And who the heck did you bring here?
We have Sprout here today. Sprout is purring and doing actually pretty okay with his interview. Oh,
I love that. Well, folks, obviously, if you haven't already, make sure you're following 10 Lives Club on all platforms, getting involved with their mission as well. So talk to me, what's new in the TLC part of the universe?
Yeah, pretty crazy around here. We have already taken in over like 750 cats just this year. So we're rocking and we are rolling with kittens just like Sprout here.
Love that. I mean, Kim, are you going home with Sprout? You were close with Panda. Now I'm seeing you eyeing up Sprout.
I would like to. She seems very chill.
Yeah, he is a really good boy right now. He's loving this, actually. No nerves here.
Absolutely. So no nerves in the competition so far. TLC always gets that community to rally behind them. We love to see that.
Yeah, we are so lucky. I mean, we won this back in 2022 with Buddy's Second Chance, and it was amazing. And just the community support has been overwhelming in the best way.
Yeah, love to see that. Has there been any unique adoption stories or anything recently that maybe sticks out? Like we were saying, with Against All Odds, that every so often there's just that experience that reminds you why you do it. Because there can be, a lot of times where you're like, I can't believe I got this going on. So that it's tough, especially in the nonprofit world. I see it up close and personal with you and many other organizations. Is there anything recently that stuck out to you about the experience or reminded you why you're in the TLC game to begin with?
Yeah, I mean, every day we see new surrenders come in, and some are so sad that we see, and they come in the worst condition. One that happened just this year, just a couple months ago, and he's still in our care. His name is Samuel. He was rescued from North Tonawanda, and he came in and he was shot by a pellet gun. So our team x-rayed right in-house. We have an x-ray, and they were able to review that and see that he was shot right in Niagara Falls area. and he has been in our care. He came in at first and was obviously super upset, super shy, very scared in our cage, and he has since recuperated and will soon actually be available for adoption. And we didn't have to amputate his paw or anything like that. So that was amazing. And to see just the care and everything that has happened over the last 2 months and what we were able to do to save his leg has been amazing.
Samuel, walking strong now, Kim, into the spring.
Yep.
4 legs.
So if you guys win the truck wrap contest, do you have any special projects coming up that the funds would go towards?
Yeah, so we are in the process of building our capital campaign right now, our big building in the back, which will allow us to be a cat shelter built for us. So right now, we're making do in a building that is not meant to be a cat shelter. It was an office building, and we are finally going to have a shelter that's made to help out cats and be our full operational vet office and everything as well. So the funds will go right towards that. I mean, we're super excited, and it's super expensive to have something that is New York State compliant, and with all of our offices and everything, that will all go right towards that.
I cannot state enough that there's all these behind the scenes things that these organizations are going through, and that's exactly why they need your help, whether it's the boats, whether it's donations, whether it's donating your time to the organization. Sprout available for adoption here?
Oh, he sure is. And he has 3 pretty sisters that I didn't get to bring today. So all of them will be available tomorrow, actually.
Okay. Well, let's say, again, folks, make sure you keep in line with 10 Lives Club, all going on there. Before we let you go, Sally, growing up, were you a big cat girl from the get-go? Did you have, how many did you have growing up?
Always, yes. My mom started this organization 25 years ago. We just celebrated 25 years, so we're super excited.
Okay, see, I'm learning lore. I know a little bit about the TLC, but now I'm still learning some extra.
Yeah.
How many, do you have one currently, or do you have any
Yes,
cats currently?
I have 2 cats currently myself, so I'm not at the crazy cat lady stage yet.
Okay, well, you found a way to vent it into the 750 that you've adopted and given the love towards them, for
and
sure.
I get to see kittens like Sprout every single day. So luckily, I don't have to have 10 at home.
Sounds like a win-win for sure. And folks, if you want 10 Lives Club to be victorious, what would go on the truck wrap in 2026? You think if it was 10 Lives Club with the victory?
Hey, maybe a couple cute kittens, just like Mr. Sprout here. And I don't know, we'd just be so grateful to win it and win it again. I mean, we were so lucky to win it back in 2022, and to have it be a second time would be awesome. And it'd be awesome for all of our supporters who believe in us.
Folks, if you believe in 10 Lives Club, if you want to see Sprout looking back at you on the I-90 East, make sure you vote for 10 Lives Club at CellinoPlumbing.com. Any final thoughts, Kim, before we send Sally on her way? Sally and Sprout on their way.
No, you have to adopt Sprout for sure.
Yeah, I mean, look at him.
Folks, again, make sure you get in there and get in the action. Get in the voting at CellinoPlumbing.com. Speaking of the action, let's send it back to our guy in the middle of the action. Slick, what do we got going on?
This green room is hectic more than you would ever believe, despite there just being 8 contestants left in this truck wrap contest. I'm here with Amanda and Dan from Kaylee's Kindness. How are you guys feeling about the truck wrap contest today?
We're so excited to be here. We were just talking to so many of our amazing competitors that have made it a lot further than we have. And this is our first time making it to the top 8. So we're just thrilled to be here.
So Dan, you've been in this truck wrap contest before, first time to the top 8. What does that mean to you guys?
Well, I come in as a parent of somebody that's been affected and been helped by Kaylee's Kindness. So I'm thrilled that they're in the running for this.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Are you excited to appear on the live stream, Amanda?
Yeah, absolutely. To us, just to know that people are out there voting, that they believe in what we're doing, and to be able to share more about the impact that we make to our members in this community is just so valuable to us.
Anything you'd like to say to the rest of the competitors on the live stream and here in the green room?
Yeah, I think I echo a lot of the sentiment that people have said before me. You know, we're all in this together. We're all making phenomenal impact in this community. So we're just so happy to be in the graces of so many other wonderful organizations.
Why is the truck wrap contest important to you, Dan?
Just because they've helped my daughter out. And I think that being able to have them out visibly and allowing people to actually see what they do in the community is amazing.
I wish you guys the best of luck. They'll be up soon, but Maniac, I'll go back to you with your contestant.
Folks, welcome back in here at the Bruckman Studios, and we are excited to introduce our latest contender. They just said, we're just tiny. We're not, that big of a care. Well, guess what? This is what the big dance is all about. It is these little organizations making some noise and doing so in a big way. It's Cherry Hill Farm Sanctuary. We have Donna and Pamela from this organization. I called Paula. I'm taking full accountability. Welcome to the set and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
So talk to me, because I could feel the vibe coming on when you're saying it's overwhelming. It's all a lot. I mean, first off, we love that you're at the top 8. You got a little way to go still, so I don't want you guys to get too complacent as you're climbing the mountain. But talk to me about that feedback, because I feel like you're both beaming right now on this set.
How did you do it?
Actually, I have no idea. So I think mostly social media.
Yeah.
So on our social media page, we're pretty active. All of our animals stay with us for life. And so those stories people love to follow and check in on, especially on social media. Someone, I don't know who, voted us in. They did this last year. I think we made it to the top 32.
Okay.
And so hearing that we were in the top 16, I was like, no way. And then 8 was absolutely shocking. So,
well, that's shocking to me because I know there's a lot of organizations that are working, you know, around the clock to push these initiatives and push the voting for those. And it sounds like you guys are just getting that kind of organic support from the community. It sounds like the Cherry Hill Farm Sanctuary product is really resonating with the people.
I think so. Organically, like we've promoted it a little bit on social media, but overall, I think it helps that people know like the animals that we have and the stories about those animals, and really love to see how well they thrive in their retirement years. So,
Where are you located and what animals do you serve?
so we are out in West Batavia, and we
All
started.
roads lead to Batavia, folks.
So we started off as a farm sanctuary, and we're like, we're going to be able to take on all different farm animals. Our goal was to be able to take on retirees, animals that were no longer serving their purpose as far as their job, and giving them that chance to have an end of life that is comfortable. We've kind of honed in on horses, specifically the Amish community horses. We have made a lot of relationships with the Amish communities where instead of those horses going to auction and then not being able to find a home because they don't have the ability to work anymore, we're able to take in so many, only so many, and give them that retirement in a herd setting. And then from there, they stay with us until their end of life. And once that happens, then we have an opening.
So obviously, like someone taking in animals, you know, with all due respect, that's something that's been happening for hundreds of thousands of years, right? But what are maybe some of the modern day obstacles that your organization runs into, and what makes that support mean all the much more?
I think we're just kind of a drop in a bucket when it comes to what we do. There's so many different places that do this. I think what's different is we do not adopt out. We take kind of the hospice cases, the ones that typically wouldn't really have a chance. And so I think that really does help us in the aspect of we're able to show them online on our social media and show them how they thrive. We've had horses come in that were starvation cases and couldn't even stand after we got them there. And we lifted them up on a day-to-day basis until they were strong enough. And they were able to have 2 years with us where they were comfortable and able to live their life in a herd setting until they pass. So I think, although there's so many different horse rescues, as a horse sanctuary, I think we do things a little bit different because we keep them for life.
Yeah.
So
Forever is forever, and that's also expensive.
Yes.
Because you will have to feed that animal for the rest of its life.
Yes. Some of our animals are 2,400 pounds because we really do focus on workhorses. So you're talking a ton, and they eat a lot of feed, especially when you get into the senior years. The senior years means that their teeth are worn down. Horses, when their teeth wear down, they can't consume long stem forage, the grasses and stuff like that. So now you're putting in commercial horse feed, which big bucks. So.
Yeah, I mean, horse dentists don't grow on trees. That's for certain. I apologize if I missed this. How many animals do we have at Cherry Hill?
So we have 32 horses and 2 cows.
Okay. Well, I love to see that. Well, folks, obviously, let's make sure these animals are getting the best care. Let's keep powering behind them and giving them a push. What's something, maybe initiative, like what would be, you know, you'd get on the truck wrap and everything, but then you'd also get the $25 from every tune-up for the next year. What's something, we just talked about horse dentistry and stuff, but what are maybe some of the more day-to-day costs we might see?
So day-to-day cost, hay production, as far as how much hay we go through, is an insane.
2,400 pounds, yeah.
Yes.
It's hay time.
So, I mean, each horse, 50 pounds at max a day.
Yeah.
So that's quite a bit when it comes to hay costs right now.
I know my February was crazy, but I was never putting away 50 pounds of hay.
Right now, with how dry the summer was last year, hay costs increased substantially. And that's the same with feed and things like that. So that right there is a big cost for us. Thankfully, as a farm, because the sanctuary is on our private farm, we produce quite a bit of hay, but not near what we need to. So,
which animal's your favorite?
Horses, of course.
Is there a favorite horse there?
So we had a little bit of a rough year.
There's definitely a favorite horse.
There is, yes. We've had a little bit of a rough year where we've had quite a few horses pass on. They were 30 years old. That is ancient for a draft horse. Typically, draft horses in their mid-20s is pretty much their lifespan. But we had a horse that had no eyes. He came to us with one eye, ended up with cancer in that one eye, and we chose to have it removed. And he taught us so much about behavior and what they could still do, even though they lost like their main sense of vision. Like he still could be in a herd. He still could follow commands.
What was his name?
Jarrett.
Okay, I had to learn more about Jarrett.
Yes.
This is crazy. He
So-
might not have a vision, but he's got the sight.
He was 18.2 hands, so that's a very large horse. Typically, a standard horse would be 15 hands, and he weighed around 2,200 pounds.
Oh, we're
Big
so
boy,
sorry
for
for your
sure.
loss,
Yes,
but
thank you.
you got to take comfort in knowing that he was here that long because of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that seems like a challenge of it too. Like especially like you said, when you know you're taking in the hospice animals, things like that. Obviously, like I don't mean to throw aside. Like it's not. You don't just say, "Oh, well, that's part of the process." I'm sure it's very emotional, but like that's a big undertaking each time for sure. I'm making a couple sad faces over here, and I have to like turn my lip up, just like you can see it's all crazy. But folks, again, if you want to rally behind these animals, behind Cherry Hill Farm Sanctuary, behind our crew here, make sure you get and vote them for Cellino top 8 truck wrap. Any final words out there to the supporters or community?
Thank you for allowing us to be part of it. We're very much in shock, especially because we're up against so many wonderful places, a lot of larger rescues and organizations. So just thank you.
Well, thank you for what you do, and you definitely deserve to be here in the top 8.
Absolutely. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'm sure the community will keep rallying behind you no matter what. Speaking of a rally, I hear things are getting a little bit crazy in our back VIP area. I'm going to send it to our guy, Slick L. Slick, what's going on?
Yeah, Maniac. I mean, they were a little crazy, but once that segment started, I started getting a little emotional there. My goodness. But I'm glad you sent it back to me. I'm with 2 lovely ladies, Stephanie and Candy from the Akron Rescue Cats. Ladies, how are we feeling about the live stream today?
Nervous.
Nervous?
Excited, but nervous.
I mean, I understand the nervousness. How about yourself, Candy?
I'm glad to be here. I'm
Glad to be here, of
represent
course.
the cats.
Yeah, no doubt. Is this guy your first time on the live stream, Akron Rescue Cats?
On the live stream, yeah. Yeah, we
Okay.
were in the contest last year, but we didn't make it this far.
Didn't make it this far. How does it feel to be in the top 8?
Awesome.
Awesome. Are you? What do you think's performance going to be like on this live stream of yours? You said you're nervous, but I think you're going to put out for the people.
Once I start talking about the cats, it just takes over. So I'm not worried.
The cats give you the power that you need. Anything you'd like to say to the competitors also in the top 8?
Well, it's been wonderful to meet them here in this room, and we wish them the best as well. And it's really interesting to hear about their stories, excuse me, and where they're coming from.
Before I send you on your way, why is the truck wrap contest so important to the Akron Rescue Cats?
Because we're just getting started. We've only been at it for 2 years. So winning something like this would help us really make strides in expanding the space that we have available to help the cats. So it would be enormous for us to even move on to the next round, honestly.
I wish you enormous luck. Thank you, ladies. Maniac, I'll send right back to you with your next guest.
Folks, welcome back here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and more. We are at the Cellino Plumbing and HVAC and Electric Top 8 Truck Wrap live stream as we're learning more about these nonprofits that are making our community better and battling for that #1 spot. And battling for that #1 spot, we have Dan and Amanda from Kaylee's Kindness. Welcome aboard, folks.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming here today. Get us out the gate here. Tell us more about Kaylee's Kindness and what we're working to do.
Yeah, Kaylee's Kindness is a local organization that supports young women that are going through and recovering from cancer. We provide social, emotional, peer-to-peer support as they're going through, really unimaginable time in their life. And, Dan is a parent of one of our members. And so we not only support the girls, but we also support their parents. And we really view this as a team and community approach.
I mean, Kim, this is your ballpark
Yes.
more so than any.
Yes, I love Kaylee's Kindness and the good work you do for these sweet girls that, a lot of the activities for children with pediatric cancer are geared to the younger kids. So you have the teenage girls that are looking around and they don't have anyone to relate to. And so Kaylee's Kindness was formed to do that. And so I think the work that you do is just incredible.
Yeah, we agree. And of course, Kaylee and her mother, Maggie, a social worker. And there's also an emphasis not on the physical changes they're going through and the support they need from their peers, but also on mental health, which is really important to us as well.
I mean, there's no limit to the support they obviously need in those difficult times. Talk to me a little bit about the support we've seen so far, getting you to the top 8 of the truck wrap competition. It seems like the community is rallying behind us.
Yeah, we feel so blessed that people see what we're doing, think it's valuable, want to see us continue to advance in this competition. And we were sharing earlier that the visibility that this will bring to an organization that's small like ours is just really invaluable.
And Dan, what has it meant to Shaylee to be part of Kaylee's Kindness?
Well, I was a supporter of Kaylee's Kindness before my daughter was diagnosed with cancer. I used to run ghost hunts at the Statler Hotel for them. And Maggie had called me up as soon as my daughter was diagnosed and said, we're going to take her under our wing. And I didn't really know to an extent of what Kaylee's Kindness was until after my daughter was diagnosed. And all the peer leadership, the events that they do, she went through a complete change in 2 years that she was doing her chemo. And when she got out of there, she had lost her friends. And Kaylee's Kindness really stepped up. She has a new best friend from Kaylee's Kindness, and she's been able to do a lot of leadership things, and she's been growing, and Kaylee's Kindness has been part of that.
It seems like there's like no end to the challenges when a parent has to face something that nobody ever wants to do that. I know you mentioned kind of Kaylee's Kindness coming to bat for you and your family. Like, are there any specific examples, maybe of just things that maybe on the surface level people might not realize about an organization like that? For my daughter, just specifically my case in particular, she was her friends weren't her friends. In 2 years, a lot of things change when you're a teenager. And the Kaylee's Kindness had peer mentors that would talk to her and help her and rise her spirits up and get her involved with some of the activities that they got going on. And it's really helped her a lot. And she really enjoys going. And now she wants to help other kids too. So it just keeps going. And there's kids getting diagnosed every day and that are going to need their help. So. Absolutely. Well, folks, again, make sure you get online at CellinoPlumbing.com and vote for Kaylee's Kindness to make sure they push them through to the finals, Final Four, 2, and more. With that said, what would it mean to be victorious in this truck wrap competition? Kind of get a little bit more of the messaging out there for Kaylee's Kindness, and what would that yearly donation mean from Cellino Plumbing, HVAC, and Electric?
We support right now 119 young women that live in the 8 counties of Western New York, and that's grown exponentially since Kaylee's Kindness was formed. And so when I think about the visibility, so people know that we're there if they ever need us, that's very important to us, but also the resources that come along with that for us to continue with our mission and our vision of supporting these girls, supporting their families, providing the mental health support, the emotional support, the peer-to-peer support. We have so much more that I think we can be doing, and we know that number of members isn't going to go down, it's going to go up. So the opportunity to continue doing what we're doing on a larger scale is really valuable to us.
I think, going to the hospital, I think the outreach, that the prize would help them out so much with the outreach, being able to go into other markets like Rochester and expand and help as many girls out as possible. I think that would be amazing. Most definitely. Listen, any stride we can make, we need to make sure it happens. Speaking of which, obviously, for people who want to learn more about how they can get involved in Kaylee's Kindness, regardless of what happens in the truck wrap, where can they find more information?
We have a website. We have a strong social media presence where we share a lot about stories and resources, upcoming fundraising events. We have a lot of organizations that reach out to us and are curious about what we do. So we do have board members that are willing to come to meetings and do some advocacy and outreach in the community. And we really don't ever say no. We like to have a presence wherever we can. So by all means, if you're interested in learning more about Kaylee's Kindness, do reach out to us on one of our social media channels, or I think it's Kayle and her mom Maggie's email that's right on our website. So again, when I talk about how personal this is, it really is. You're going to get directly connected to the people that started this organization, that are in it for the right reasons, that are making this phenomenal impact.
That's so important to be in it for the right reasons. So I think, that's great that you guys have made it this far in the top 8, and we're wishing you the best of luck going forward.
We're a little bit of history conscious. First time in the top 8 for Kaylee's Kindness?
I believe so.
Okay, well, it's safe to say the community is rallying behind us even stronger than ever. And thank you so much for stopping by today for our top 8 truck wrap live stream, and can't wait to see what we do in the future.
Great. Thank you so much.
With that said, we're looking in the present right now. Let's check out what we got going in our VIP lounge. Slick.
Returning customers, they're sending me boomerangs here. I'm back with some people that were already on the live stream. Eileen, Nikki from Against All Odds Animal Rescue, and a special guest, Panda, in the house. Guys, are you excited for the truck wrap?
Yes, of course we are.
Going crazy.
Yeah, Panda's going nuts. She's excited. She's actually up for adoption right now, so this will mean a lot to us. So
Anything you'd like to say to the competition, Eileen?
I mean, we're up against some amazing nonprofits in the Western New York area. I mean, we're just so inspired to be in this room with everyone today. It's like walking into a hall full of your heroes. It's a lot of amazing work in the Western New York area. We're really honored to be amongst these group of angels.
Is this Against All Odds first time in the truck wrap contest?
it's not our first time, but it's our first time in the top 8.
Is it Panda's first time in the truck wrap contest?
Yes, it is.
Panda is up for the adoption, by the way, folks. Why is the truck wrap contest so important to Against All Odds?
I mean, this could really elevate the work that we do. As I mentioned, we're not just a rescue, but we're also a legal-based advocacy center and a sanctuary. This would allow us to expand our reach even more to help those animals that have nowhere else to go and no one else to help them.
Well, thank you, guys. I wish you the best of luck. Thanks for stopping by after the live stream. Maniac, I'll head back to you with your next guest. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, really nice to meet you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck, too.
Folks, welcome back here in the main studio at the Cellino Truck Wrap Top 8 live stream brought to you by Trainwreck Sports. Following along on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, and more. We have Akron Rescue Cats. Stephanie and Candy, welcome aboard, folks.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming here today. Akron Rescue Cats, first time in the top 8 of the Cellino Truck Wrap competition?
Yeah, in the top 8 first time. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's
exciting.
exciting. That's exciting.
Yeah.
So tell me more about Akron Rescue Cats and what we're doing over there.
All right. Well, we started just about 2 years ago as a sanctuary for cats that have no place else to go. So we kind of specialize in ones with special needs or the feral, unfriendly cats, street cats with health problems, that don't do well in a traditional shelter setting. So we've created a sanctuary and then now our adoption center built out of my home. So it's on my property and we just
talk about literally putting your whole heart in it. I mean, for sure.
Yeah. So we started with our sanctuary that has about 34 cats in it currently. And those are cats that aren't adoptable yet. We work with them daily on their behavior issues to help them to trust humans and find a home eventually is the hope. But if they don't ever come around, they'll always have sanctuary life with us and get everything they need. And then end of 24, we started our adoption center, which is my garage. We're currently building our adoption rooms in there.
We call that a build out in the business industry. Okay. Yeah. We're re-strategizing our portfolio.
So my husband moved his cars out and we moved our cats
Can we give
in.
the husband real quick? Come on. The husband, volunteers, people buying it for sure.
Yeah. So we've been for the past year and a half now building that space and we're converting from a crated setup to adoption rooms currently. We're building it with our own bare hands because we penny pinch everything we can because we don't have a lot of funds coming in. So we're just doing it with whatever we have and our community's support. And to date, we've saved 996 cats.
Wow, we're coming up on quadruple digits there. We're about to drop a comma, as they say in the business.
1,000 probably within the next week. So we just went over 100 this year that we brought in. Again, those are all street cats. Those are cats that take a lot of time to rehabilitate and work with medical needs. So we're kind of given space for those that don't have it already.
Why do you love cats so much?
I just always have. I don't know. It's just a part of me. I'm just drawn to them. They resonate with me. I see them struggling, and I know that not everybody understands them, and not everybody can give them the space they need because they can be temperamental. And I've just always really connected with them since a young age. So when I saw a need for the cats in our community to have help, I knew we had to do something, and it just kind of really started organically. Candy and I didn't even know each other. We met through a local group and went out to assess the situation, and it's kind of snowballed from there.
So it's kind of the best of all worlds because you are offering the option for a potential forever home with an adoption, but you're also there just in case, the cat doesn't get adoption. You don't have to worry about anything else happening. Obviously.
Yes, they always have a safe home with us. We give a home life to cats that never would have had it. We work with a lot of street cats, a lot of feral and semi-feral cats that do not do well in a shelter setup, and that most people don't really have the skills yet to work with. It's a gradual process. You really have to be very patient with them to be able to earn their trust. So we have worked to build a room in our sanctuary that just allows them to be free and safe and get the care they need while they learn to trust humans again.
I mean, you're talking a lot of cats. It seems like, the Akron Org is a little bit of an underdog here. I mean, only around for 2 years and making it to the top 8. That's super impressive. Must have a huge community behind you that definitely is excited about getting involved.
Yeah,
we do. We have a big community, and we have a lot of volunteers that come and help, with cleaning and feeding, and also fostering. Fostering is a big part of our. We don't keep kittens at the sanctuary or at the adoption center. They are in foster homes.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You know what I love about cats?
Tell me.
That cats, they knock down your stuff and they don't care, and we take them in and we love them anyways, and they're not fake. They just say they are who they are, and I love that.
Who they are.
They love you, and they'll just knock your stuff right over.
It's kind of like that sweet spot of like a 3rd grade antagonistic, like I love you, that's why I'm going to push you in the mud type situation.
Yeah.
That is cats for sure. So love them. Do you each have cats of your own?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Give me the details. Come on.
Well, I've done rescue for years, but just independently. So I had 12 at the time of starting the rescue. So it wasn't like a new thing to me.
Yeah.
I obviously now
was a major shock to the husband. That's why he was ready for the garage.
No, he brought the first 4 that we brought in. He brought in, and he was like, "I'm going to put them in this room. Let's, we're going to work with them." I was like, "Okay, I guess we're starting a rescue then, because there's more that need us." So
I like how you springboarded that, but clearly his heart's in the game. If he's bringing 4 in for sure. So
and it's the rescue is in my home, so it's an addition off the back of my house. That's our sanctuary, and then my garage. So we care for, currently we have 136 in our care. There's the 34 in sanctuary. There's probably about 60 in adoption and intake, and then the rest in foster. So the majority are on my personal property where we work with them daily. And then she was one of our first fosters, so she's got a handful from us.
I've got 4 cats at my house, and only one of them we actually chose to bring in. The other 3 were rescue cats.
Love it.
Yeah.
They find their way in. They're just cute, adorable creatures for sure. So let's make sure we're continuing to support these cute, adorable creatures. $25 from every tune-up for the next year. I mean, what would that mean to the organization?
It'd be incredible. I'm telling you, we have built this all with the smallest of donations from our community. We don't have, we're not big grant writers or anything. We just get the support from other people in our community, our fundraisers. We're looking to expand. Obviously, we've already outgrown the space we do have, and we're looking to expand by purchasing land and putting up a new building. So winning something like this would really help catapult that next step to building out our forever home.
We don't want to keep having to say no when we get full.
Yeah.
We want to be able to continue to help when the need is there.
Absolutely.
They want you to do that too.
Get involved and vote for Akron Rescue Cats on CellinoPlumbing.com. With that said, it seems like no matter what happens, we got a big community behind us, and this ARC ain't stopping.
Yeah, we're just getting started. We've got big goals.
Wow, you like that? A little pizzazz on it, folks. So help them get started. Help them win the Cellino Truck Wrap competition. Candy and Stephanie, huge shout out. Thank you for stopping by today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Folks, get to CellinoPlumbing.com. Cast your vote if you want Akron Rescue Cats to be on that truck wrap. But let's go back to a guy who knows a little thing about wrap. Slick, what is going on?
Maniac, I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm putting on my shades with Paula and Sue back here from the White Whiskers Senior Dog Sanctuary. Ladies, how are we feeling about this truck wrap contest? I gather you're telling me, Paula, you've been to the finals twice.
We have.
This is Cellino Truck Wrap Contest royalty right here. What, championship or not?
I honestly think there should be a prize for not winning.
Runners up, consolidate. Yeah.
I think that would be good. I think that would be important.
Are you guys excited to appear on the live stream?
Sure.
Sure. That doesn't sound confident. You guys are
Yes.
Okay. Thanks. Anything to say to the competition? You were telling me a lot that you had a lot of really good words for some specific organizations as well. But what do you have to say as a whole to the rest of the 7 other competitors?
I think whoever wins deserves it. They're all great. It's all good. We're all in a community of nonprofits and people who do things in the community, and that's super important. So I'm all for you.
Why is that so important to White Whiskers?
Just to be all work together for the animals. Do what you can.
Do what you can, be good, do good. Yeah. Ladies, thank you so much. I will send you on your way. Maniac, back to you and your next guest.
I don't think so.
All righty, folks. We are back in the main studio here on the Cellino Truck Wrap Top 8 live stream. And we have some very special friends here from Special Spaces Buffalo.
That's correct.
Well, can we get some introductions? I'm sorry. I apologize about that.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'm Rebecca.
Yes.
This is my daughter, Savannah.
And I'm Beverly Olson. I'm co-director of Special Spaces Buffalo.
Awesome. So tell me, what is the special sauce about Special Spaces Buffalo? What makes it such an integral part of the community?
Oh, my goodness. Well, we try to bring beautiful bedrooms, dream bedrooms to children in the Western New York area who are living with cancer. So we try to make them smile and bring them dream bedrooms and help out their families as well. We have a lot of families who the children sleep with the parents, and we're trying to get them out of there and into their own bedrooms. And I think most of the times that works. So
yeah, so I mean, listen, the whole support system needs to be around and going at full throttle in that situation for sure. And we have Savannah here.
Mm-hmm.
Savannah, first off, we're complimenting Savannah's outfit. Obviously, it's outstanding. But Savannah, we also got a new bedroom from Special Spaces.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get too nosy about it. Is there anything you could tell me about it?
Aw,
What else do you need? And that's exactly is that the end goal that we're looking for?
Absolutely.
No.
That they love it and they want to sleep in it and be in it and recover from their all their chemo and radiation treatments, and it's a big part of making them get better.
I had the honor at one time to volunteer
Yes.
and do a Special Spaces room for a friend named Abby,
Mhm.
and I got to paint. I wasn't very good at the painting, but that's okay. But the best part of it was seeing the smile on her face once the room was done. I mean, you must have had a big smile too when you first walked in there, right?
She had a big smile before she walked in there. What was in your driveway?
A unicorn.
A unicorn? Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yes, we pulled up after her bedroom was done that day, and there was a real life unicorn waiting in our driveway for her. So immediately it was, oh my goodness. And then she sees her bedroom, and we couldn't have asked for more to see that smile on her face after everything she's gone through.
Absolutely. And not only do you do the bedroom, so before you got to get these families out of the house so you can do that. So you send them places that they'll enjoy for fun for a few days, right?
We do. We'll send them to a hotel overnight, and then Exploring More has been wonderful to us. We'll send them to the movies, restaurants, all kinds of places, whatever the child, fits the child and what they like to do.
So she loves unicorns. So I assume the bedroom was unicorn filled.
Yep.
Yes, she specifically asked for unicorns and rainbows with a little dash of princesses in there. So yes, she got a beautiful painting of a unicorn face on her wall. A beautiful rainbow painted on the wall with a cloud daybed at the end, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then she loves to play dress up. So they got her a beautiful unicorn dress and put a little mirror on her wall, and she loves to stand in front of it and play dress up and put her makeup on, and it's her happy and peaceful place to go.
And she also got to go to
she also got to go to Unicorn World. Yes. Yes. And see a ton of unicorns.
Oh my gosh. I was saying I was jealous of the sneakers coming in, but obviously the rest of the outfit's outstanding. Speaking of outstanding, I mean, obviously you're in the top 8. We were talking about this just before we came on for the first time in the Cellino Truck Wrap competition. So it must be some outstanding support from the community that we're seeing to rally behind us.
Yes, absolutely. The community has been wonderful. And now we have expanded. We are in the southern tier now. We have a design team down there. It's actually headed by 2 mothers of children that we've done bedrooms for their children. And now we're in Rochester and Syracuse area. So we're expanding and hopefully looking for more. We're looking for volunteers in those areas for sure.
Yeah, better painters than me.
Hey, listen, well, the bottom line is that you volunteered, and that's what all these organizations thrive on, right? We couldn't do it without those kind folk.
Could not.
But shout out this panel here. Any final thoughts? Where can people follow to get more involved? I think, isn't there a great social media account kind of documenting some of these projects, things you're working on?
Yeah.
Well, you mean our
the walls? the rooms and everything?
Well, on our website and our Facebook page, specialspaces.org, you can look and see all of the videos and pictures from all the bedrooms that we've done. Most of them, not the very first ones that we did 15 years ago. Pictures might be on there, but maybe not videos.
But if you go back a little bit, you can see Savannah.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
Well, any way we can get more of Savannah the superstar, that's a win for sure. And if you want to make sure Special Spaces Buffalo has their best chance at winning, make sure you get to CellinoPlumbing.com and go cast your vote for Special Spaces Buffalo in the top 8 of this legend. Thank you so much, folks, for stopping by and sharing this story with us.
Thank you so much for having us. It's
Savannah, I want you to be
amazing.
careful on your way out. There's a guy slick out there. Don't let him steal the unicorn horn, okay? he gets very jealous. But with that said, I know he's not green with envy back there. Let's see what we got going on in the back with our good friend Slick L.
Dude, I really do want that unicorn, but instead for now, I'm here with Christina and Megan from Sophia the Fierce. It is very nice to have you ladies here. Are you excited for the truck wrap contest?
We are super, super excited for the truck wrap contest.
This is your first time in the truck wrap contest, Sophia the Fierce?
No,
No, it is not. How many times is this?
this is our second time.
Second time, first time in the Elite 8?
No.
Top 8 again.
Yes, we actually won the truck wrap contest in 2024.
Oh my gosh, my note takers did not give me this information. I am so sorry. We have royalty in the house looking for another banner to add to those rafters. Are you ladies looking forward to the live stream?
Very much so.
Anything you got to say to the competitors, else the other 7 still left in this truck wrap contest?
You know, all the organizations are incredible, and you know, if anybody, they all deserve to win. They all deserve that truck, and you know, we all just want to help the community. So as long as one of them gets it, we're good.
Clearly, it's important enough too that you're coming back to double dip for another championship. Why is it so important to Sophia the Fierce as an organization?
Pediatric cancer is very big in our community, and both of our children have had pediatric cancer, and we want to support those kids in any way that we can.
Absolutely. I wish you ladies the best of luck. Thank you for joining me in the green room. We'll send you on your way. Enjoy the live stream. Maniac, back to you. Thanks. Here we go. Oh, sorry. I don't know. Jeez.
Nice to meet you.
No, very nice to meet you.
All righty, folks, and welcome back. We are into the 4th quarter of our top 8 live stream presented by Cellino Plumbing, HVAC, and Electric. I'm here with some very special friends from White Whiskers Senior Dog Sanctuary. Thanks for stopping by with us.
Thank you.
Obviously, it's been an amazing run. There's no end to what we have going on at White Whiskers. I'm hearing about fashion shows. I'm hearing about more. Tell me what we got going on over at WW Senior Dog Sanctuary.
Well, we also take care of people. So we have developmentally disabled folk that come by and deal with our dogs. We work with veterans. I'm a counselor, so we work with people who've been traumatized, depressed, anxious, and also people who just need a dog fix, because our dogs are free roaming. You come in, you sit on a sofa, 6 dogs join you. And so that's very comforting for a whole lot of people, including myself, who tends to be kind of a whack job. So
don't we all on a certain day? I mean, come on.
I kind of can be, but I just mean, you know, it's a very unique situation because most places do not have the dogs just out. Yeah. And they're all senior dogs. They're dogs that without us would not be here anymore.
I have to put a quick pause on it because you just called yourself a whack job. But Kim, I think you have to be a certain level of crazy when you're this dedicated with a nonprofit.
Well, I've known these ladies for years, and I won't call them crazy, but I will call them very dedicated. They are. They have loved animals. Paula worked at the Niagara SPCA for years, and that's how White Whiskers came about. She saw the senior dogs getting dropped off at the shelter. Nobody wanted to adopt them. How sad is it to have like a 14-year-old dog just sitting in a kennel? Nobody wants it. That's not right. So Paula made it her mission to fix that problem. And I got to visit White Whiskers recently and see all your amazing volunteers and everything you do. It was so incredible. Little dogs walking around in diapers. And but you know what the best part was? Not one dog looked sad to me. You know why? Amazing people were sitting there, rocking them in the recliners, spending time with them, holding them like babies. These dogs are in good hands thanks to you.
Well, thanks to a whole huge group of people. Everyone ends up drinking our Kool-Aid, which we love.
Listen, if it tastes good, we ain't arguing for sure. So how long has the Kool-Aid been being served at White Whiskers Senior Dog Sanctuary?
I retired from the SPCA in 2019 to start this mission. And then November of 2024, we opened our doors. I live in the sanctuary, by the way, which is
I
unique and
love it.
different.
I mean, yeah, that's dedication. I mean, talk about being on site 24/7 for
That's
sure.
me. That's
so obviously we're in a run to the top 8 now. First time in the Cellino top 8. I know you said we started
Third time, and we lost
third
twice.
time. Okay,
Yes.
so see, third
Once
time's
we
the
lost
charm.
to this young lady here who brought a baby kangaroo
Wow,
to the
see, that's what they
presentation.
say. They say Kim is literally living out keep your friends close and your enemies in the Cellino truck wrap competition.
You're fine.
Well, listen, you have
And you
no,
have
you have
been.
no
Thank
better
you.
consultant on how to get across the finish line than to me, for sure.
You have a point. But honestly, whoever wins, it's awesome because this is such a great opportunity. And let's face it, the nonprofits, they need that boost. And, you know, we're all, in my opinion, we're all in this together. I'm not a person that, you know, doesn't care for certain groups. I'm just not like that. I'll promote anybody. If you're rescuing something, I don't care if it's a squirrel or a whatever, I'm in. I'm on your side.
There's an awesome grand prize at stake here, Kim, but it's crazy how like tight knit these groups tend to be.
Yeah, but she means it really, though. She does support everyone. But I will say, like, the community wants White Whiskers to win sometime because they enter you every year and then you always get to the top. And I think now I don't even know if you're trying anymore. I think it's just happening because people are like, we want to see White Whiskers win. Right?
I think there should be a prize for losing. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you lost like 6 times.
In Buffalo would be the Hall of Fame, unfortunately. I hate to say it. But the way I'm looking at it for you, okay, is that White Whiskers Senior Dog Sanctuary needs to get to the top of this mountain so you can show Josh Allen how it's done when you get to these top levels of competition and actually finish the job. You both had a couple tough runs, but it's time for both parties to finish the job this
I'm
year.
sure that's a great analogy, but what I know about Fitbook is fit on the head of a pin. And
Love
there'd
it.
still be room for everything I understand about computers and men.
Oh, I like that. Listen.
I know. So there you go.
I'm loving everything I'm getting from White Whiskers here for sure. What would we be loving if we were victorious in the truck? If the impossible became possible, what would we be benefiting from that $25 every tune-up? What would that go towards?
I actually haven't even thought that far because I'm so tuned to like not winning.
Okay.
Which is generally like, okay, let's just have some beer, you know? So I that would be my game plan. Like, oh, let's have
Might
a
be
beer.
the most
because we're gonna
relatable thing
lose.
we've ever seen in Cellino truck wrap history.
But I mean, it would be a great honor. It truly would. And it would be wonderful. But my tendency is to share the wealth. So, you know, I mean, I want to help. I want to help however I can.
So then what it sounds to me is that if you were to win, you would be doing more than you have ever done. For the,
I would be
with
spreading
the
that
organization
around like
for sure.
nobody's
Because
business.
yeah, it sounds
I'd be
like
writing grants for groups and all kinds. I mean,
wow.
you know,
All right, sounds like we want it.
I just worked in the hallway. I just checked that out with Cherry Hill. I'm like,
there
hey,
you
you need a grant. I got one for
Folks,
you.
watch out for White Whiskers. They are going to, you know.
Yeah, but we don't need accolades for that. It's the honest to God, this is the way I was raised, and there is no better way to live your life than give back.
Well,
there
it's
isn't.
you guys
There
are such
just
good
isn't.
friends. You're cut from the same cloth.
We really are.
Yes.
Yeah. We're like sisters, twin sisters from completely different parents.
I love the logo with what I call on my dog like the booper. Obviously, you got the nose there. What would we be thinking maybe for a truck wrap design if we were? I'm going to get your mind thinking only about victory in this truck wrap competition.
Actually, they already did wrap our van, which was phenomenal. And I made them put the Cellino logos on it because I'm like, you know, this is your party.
Yeah.
You did this. But I mean, I don't know. I think maybe like yourself, maybe a big picture of you on the side might be great.
Vote White Whiskers Senior Dog Sanctuary.
I knew that was
folks.
happening.
No, of course. But
I am
listen,
political.
Well, I think that the thing that we learned, Kim, is that there's some very dynamic individuals behind these organizations. That's the only way to rally these communities.
Absolutely. But what I love about White Whiskers, it was started from the ground up. I mean, it took her years to raise enough funds to build this sanctuary with, of course, the help of the community.
Yes.
And
Can we
your
clap it up
amazing-
for the community one more time?
I'm all over that.
But to see it come to fruition is really cool. It's one thing, you know, when you talk about what you want to do, but then you actually talked about it and now we can see it. So I want to give a lot of support to White Whiskers and the volunteers and get you some more volunteers. These dogs need to be rocked in the recliners.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
they do.
listen,
They do.
next time I jump on a couch, I want 6 dogs right behind me for sure. But if you want to get together with your crew and make sure you're voting and supporting White Whiskers Senior Dog Sanctuary, obviously go to CellinoPlumbing.com. Where else can they find out more information about what we got going on and all that excitement?
Wow. Probably our
Facebook,
Instagram, YouTube, Twitter.
Where are the cheat notes? Okay. Isn't there like a prompter or something I can read off of?
You and I are going to talk after the show. For sure. But listen, we're going to be doing more than talking. We're going to be voting. And so make sure you get into the voting at CellinoPlumbing.com. Power, White Whiskers, Senior Dog Sanctuary into the top 8. Huge shout out to you ladies for stopping by today. Thank you very much for spending the time and sharing the story.
Thanks so much. This is great.
Thank you.
And thanks for laughing at my jokes.
Listen, I'll tell you, the only person who needs help laughing at his jokes is my guy, Slick L. So let's go check out in the VIP section what we have going on for one last check-in. Slick.
Yeah, Maniac, you're going to need to send those ladies back here because I can't have a Cellino van driving around town with your face on it. That's unacceptable. But I'm here with Bev, Rebecca, and Savannah from Special Spaces. I know they just joined you, but ladies, excited for the truck wrap contest, I gather.
Absolutely. What an amazing opportunity it is to be included in this amongst all these other charities.
Savannah, I thought Cellino set me up to be the best dressed person here for this event until you walked in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Rebecca, are you already appeared on the live stream. Is this the first time in the truck wrap contest for the Special Spaces?
Yes, this is the furthest that they've made it this far. But we're just glad to be here to help support Special Spaces. They created an amazing bedroom for Savannah with unicorns and rainbows and princesses and made a safe space for her to come with everything that she's been going through. So it's nice to have that.
That's really amazing. Anything you'd like to say to the competitors, Beth, the other 7?
Vote for Special Spaces, all you competitors.
Why is the truck wrap contest so important to you and Special Spaces as a whole?
Well, we exist on donations alone. So the donations that we would receive from Cellino and having our name on a truck and seeing everybody see it around, the community would be wonderful and a lot of exposure, good exposure for us. So we needed the donations and we need the exposure.
All right. Thank you, ladies, very much for stopping by. I'm glad you enjoyed the live stream and I wish you the best of luck. Maniac, back to you.
Folks, welcome back. It is penultimate main event time here at our Cellino Plumbing top 8 truck wrap. We have our final entry in that top 8, and it's Sophia the Fierce, no stranger to the truck wrap competition. Welcome back, folks.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, Sophia. Geez, I apologize. Christina, I'm looking at you in the face. Tell me more about what we have going on, Sophia the Fierce, lately in this past year.
So there's been a lot that has been going on. We have been able to do so much with the funds that we raise. We have helped, over 80 families in the Western New York community, emotionally, financially. We've given them moments to breathe. Pediatric cancer doesn't stop, and neither will we. So.
Yeah, the battle goes on and on, Kim, you know that.
Yeah, and Sophia the Fierce is out there hustling every single day for these children and families, which is what I love about them. And I'm so excited that the community is supporting you and that you are getting much closer to building that respite home.
Yes, we are. It's a big, big goal that we have. It's a $800,000 to $1 million project that we are looking at. And, we are continuing to save with all the funds that we get. And then in the meantime, we also support our families.
Megan, tell me more about these amazing shoes that we have here.
Oh, my son, Desmond, he is a pediatric cancer warrior. 2 times he had leukemia. And he was able to design these beautiful sneakers that he loves. And I have very strict rules about them. Not allowed to wear them. Not allowed to mess them up. They're his.
Parenting, I'm telling you, it's the most intimidating thing on the earth. And then you have situations like this. You're not allowed to wear these awesome shoes with Spider-Man and dogs and cats on them. I mean, talk about an impossible task.
These are he was able to make these while he was recovering from his bone marrow
transplant. And the Titanic?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. This man just loves everything up. I think he took my YouTube algorithm. We got Marvel movies, dogs and cats, and the Titanic. I mean, what's going on here?
These are all the things he loves, and he was so excited for this project. And we were able to make these for him with Sophia the Fierce. And the best part of the shoes, he has his angel warrior friends' names on them. So he has Bella, Silas, Sophia and Liam, some of his friends that are now in heaven, are always with him with these sneakers.
I love that.
It's tough. It's tough sometimes. I mean, because it's like that makes you feel good, but then it's like that should never have to happen.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
that's just an impossible situation. So I mean, obviously, it makes me, like feel for the organization as well. But I also know that that's how you kind of build your resiliency in this battle.
Yeah, absolutely. This is our, one of our initiatives. We call it Souls from Sophia. And there are so many other things that, that we do. We plan respite events for families just so they can just get away and breathe. And that's one of the main reasons why we want to build this house is, it's so hard to find a place to have these events for these families and for them to be together. Some families, we plan a weekend for 4, some it's, for 40. And there's just a lot of rules and stipulations that a lot of places to rent have. So we do want to have this respite home for these families to be able to go and just have a break.
Parents, families, I mean, they can really be superheroes in their own regard for these ones going through these tough times, but they need support as well, Kim.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone needs support during this time, and especially they need a smile. Sometimes the best thing you can do for someone battling cancer is just give them a way to forget about their worries for that moment. So if those are beautiful shoes or an event that you can have that just takes away that thinking of, I have cancer and makes you think about, oh, I'm a kid and I love these shoes and these are the things I love. That's the most important thing you can do for these kids.
It's really important for Desmond to go to these events as well because he's able to be with his peers that have similar journeys as he does. And he loves going to the camp events that they have with Sophia the Fierce. They're his most fun times. It's hard to get him to leave. Kim knows that.
Yeah, it's a really good time. You would like to go.
I can totally see it. I mean, just being a kid on its own, seeing like whether you have the right Pokemon cards or whether, you're wearing the right sneakers that day can be a crazy challenge. Then when you have something like this, it just makes it feel like a mountain in front of them. So obviously, shout out to the amazing work you folks are doing to kind of put the support system behind that for all of these families. I know we mentioned the house. Besides, is there anything else maybe that some victory funds might go towards with the Cellino truck wrap?
Yeah, we are working very closely with a research scientist over at Roswell Park. She is, Dr. Joyce Ohm is working towards building a less toxic, more effective treatment options for pediatric cancers. And up to date, we've been able to donate $20,000 towards her research initiative, and we don't plan on stopping. So she's making some pretty amazing advancements, and we hope one day it's going to lead to a cure.
Unbelievable. Seriously. I mean, you can't put, I don't know. Sometimes I'm at a loss for it. It's a rare case, folks. But yeah, I mean, obviously, like you're living it, you're doing it every day. I mean, what's something we would like to see, Sophia the Fierce maybe achieve in the future?
Obviously it's Sophia's dream to build that respite home. But we just want to continue to raise awareness. Awareness for pediatric cancer is the start of everything. And, really all cancers, it's it leads to cures, it leads to funding, it leads to, hope. So that's number one. And building this house, obviously Sophia's dream is really something that we are working very, very, very hard to do. And then of course, finding a cure. We have to get a cure. We know there's something better out there, and kids should not have to suffer the way that they do. Even 10 years down the road after these treatments, kids are suffering from side effects and are still seeing doctors, and then it leads to other issues, and it's just not something that should be happening.
Perfectly said, for sure. And Sophia the Fierce Inc. is battling every day to make sure that those battles are a little bit easier on the family and our young loved ones, for sure. Speaking of which, with the community rallying behind, obviously the truck wrap will go on. We've seen how this process works. How can people get in touch and follow Sophia the Fierce as we go on throughout the year?
You can follow us on all of our social sites, Facebook, Instagram. You can visit sophiathefierce.org. We're always looking for volunteers for all of our events. And just continue to raise that awareness, talk about.
I love that. Well, the one thing I want our viewers to be aware of, especially Desmond, is that these sneakers were never put on or worn or anything. Okay, the rules were followed. So make sure you follow the rules. Get to CellinoPlumbing.com and vote for Sophia the Fierce Inc. and this amazing team for the top 8 of our truck wrap competition. Well, that just about puts a end to it. Thank you very much again for Christina. And I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Megan.
And Megan,
Megan.
I know I'm terrible. I remember Desmond. I get those points at least for sure. I'm terrible with this. With that said, Sophia the Fierce Inc., our other amazing competitors. Huge shout out to Kim for joining me on the set and putting up with our craziness. The amazing production team. We have Slick in the back as well. The whole team at Cellino Plumbing, HVAC, and Electric for making sure that this truck out competition goes off smoothly. So huge shout out to them. Huge shout out to you for voting. Let's make sure we keep that enthusiasm up. Let's make sure we keep that fight up. And let's have a good night now.